Do you ever have that feeling that something's wrong or you know something's different about your body? Well, recently, I've had that feeling. When I was younger, I would take breathing treatments once a day, and this continued until I was about 5. And from the time I was 5 all the way until now, being 20, had no issues. But recently, I had to go back to the doctor because I felt like I couldn't breathe and that something was off. The only real difference in my life was a mask. So my question, how much do we really know about COVID? Everything we hear is a possibility, or they're looking for a cure. We don't even have a cure for COVID. People are just dying. I think wearing face masks cause more harm than they do good. Wearing a face mask can create, irritate, or worsen health issues. And face masks only provide a false sense of security to the people wearing them. And we really don't have enough evidence to support long-term use of wearing a face mask. So firstly, wearing a face mask can create, irritate, or worsen health issues. So, people who have breathing issues shouldn't be wearing face masks. The CDC has and states on their website that high-intensity sports such as swimming or running shouldn't be required to wear face masks. But in general public, such as Kentucky, we're required to wear face masks going out. But I have a breathing problem, which is almost the same thing as doing a high-intensity sport because you're heavily breathing, but they're not required to wear it while they're doing that sport. I can't breathe. Face masks trap everything behind them. Amazon warehouse employees are required to wear face masks for long 12-hour shifts, where lots of box shavings and dust turn the insides of the mask so dirty. At first, we were using non-reusable masks, and it was fine because you could just throw them away, grab another one whenever you had a break. But now we have reusable masks, and they're not trying to give out the non-reusable masks. So now we have the same dirt and dust trapped in a mask. How is that safe? It's not. Secondly, face masks only provide a false sense of security. I was reading in the New York Times about how anxiety is one of the biggest things that has driven us wearing face masks. Everyone has anxiety about getting the virus. When you see someone around you or everyone around you wearing a face mask, it's just going to heighten the anxiety about coronavirus. It makes it seem like the virus is nearby and spreading, even if it's not. Your brain also wants you to think it's not going to hurt you. Because if you wore a face mask and you didn't get coronavirus, but someone who didn't wear the face mask did, then you believe that the face mask is what kept you from getting the virus, when really you have no idea, because we have no evidence that that's what's keeping you safe. To my last point, we have no evidence to support long-term use of wearing face masks. The COVID-19 antibody testing to bring light to the virus, it's a blood test that's done to find out if you had a past infection, not COVID-19 specifically. They're saying it's COVID-19 because they want you to believe that that is what we're specifically testing for, but the antibody test only tests to see if you had a past infection. So you could have had anything. You could have had bronchitis, a UTI, anything, and it would have came positive. Thirdly, the CDC has no regulations or standards on masks. Why? Because just like in the New York Times, it states that it's all for us to feel secure. There's no standards because we have no evidence and no information on COVID-19. The face masks aren't a cure. The face masks aren't going to help us. The face masks are only here to make us feel safe. There's no standards. You could walk outside with a lace mask on or go in public with a lace mask on, and no one is going to stop you from wearing a lace mask because you have something covering your face. But is that face mask protecting you from COVID-19? No. Does it make you feel safe because you have a mask on your face? Probably, yes. But it's doing absolutely nothing. To finish my point off, I think it should be a choice and not mandatory to wear a face mask. But sadly, we have no way of escaping it, because if I want to live and I want to go out in public and buy things to keep me living, such as toilet paper or food, I have to wear a face mask. The only positive is that you can order stuff online. Face masks cause more harm than they do good. It can only irritate or worsen health issues. It provides a false sense of security, and we have no evidence to support long-term use of wearing face masks. Think about this. Wouldn't it be funny if in 5 years from now we could be seeing commercials about the negative long-term effects of wearing COVID face masks? They could be talking about how we should have known that wearing these face masks were going to cause different health issues in the future, but we were in a pandemic, so we'll never know.